Welcome to my fitness tips. It's Wednesday afternoon at 5 o'clock. I am here every week, Wednesday at 5 o'clock and Friday at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, talking about abs. Hi, Malat. I think I got that right. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. Greg Anderson, Chuck, nice to see you. All right, so I'm going to talk about abs today. And before I get started with that, till we get some more people joining in, Elbro, nice to see you. Ellie, nice to see you. Listen, Fridays, my Friday, my live, my Recipe Friday, I had almost 2,000 views, okay, which was awesome. Because I didn't pay for it. Okay, you guys did it by sharing. I had 34 shares. I had 143 comments on that live. So I'm going to tell you right now, before we get started with this, write something in my comments, because the more people that see anti-lock brakes. That was cute, Michael. Yeah, that was very cute. You actually do have your abs out, Michael. I don't think I have to teach you anything, all right? Hi, Ellie. Thank you for writing there. Please write in the comments. Please share, okay, so your friends can see this too, because you're going to learn a couple things today about abs. Some things you're going to be angry about, all right? Some things you're going to say, really? Hi, Kelly. Thank you for writing in there, Kelly. I appreciate that. Please, even if you don't want to write something, give me a thumbs up, give me a smiley face, some kind of emoji, whatever. We're talking about abs today. And I'm going to tell you, as a trainer, all right, I have to say that in all my years of training people, that if I had $1 for every time someone said to me, what exercises can I do? What exercises can I do to get these abs? Oh, I just want to strangle. I'm looking at them like, oh. Okay, one of the best responses I've ever heard didn't come from me. Came from somebody else that said it. I love it. I've said it many times. The best way to get abs is to push that plate away. All right? Push the plate away. You've all heard it. Abs are made in the kitchen. All right, they're made in the kitchen. Why? There's an exercise. There is an exercise you can do. Write it down, Michael. I want to hear what you have to say. By the way, for those watching, Michael Elbro on there writing in my comments, has his abs out. Right now, you can see his abs. Did you notice? I do not have my abs out. I got my biceps out, my shoulders out. I definitely have my quads out too. My abs not. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. First of all, first tip I want to say on this. John Lee, nice for joining. Thanks for joining. Bernardo, nice to see you, Bernardo. You're always writing on my stuff. I'm glad to see you here. Thank you. I'm 51. Malat, I'm 51. I think I look pretty good. I have to tell you, next time I have my abs out, it'll have to be for a competition, because I don't want to do what it takes. I don't want to give up the things I would have to give up. The calories and the wine and the bread. Anyway, so listen. Let's talk about the abs. The abdominal wall. All right? And walking around anywhere nowadays. That's right, I weight train. That's why I look so good, because I'm a weight trainer. Exercise discipline. That's right, nutritional discipline. Number 1. Thank you, Michael, for writing that in. Absolutely. Listen, you know, if I just walk through the mall, like soon I'm taking my daughter. My daughter's going to her 8th grade dance. This is a really big thing. I got rookied into, which I actually want to do because I want to be around when my daughter goes. I want to be around when she picks her dress out. I want to take her. So I'm taking actually 4 girls to pick their dresses out for their 8th grade dance. And I'm pretty excited about that. But let's say we're walking in the mall, take them to the mall. And, you know, you see people with, you know, there's no, their belly's down in here, okay? They have no abdominal, their abdominal wall has fallen out, all right? Just fallen out. And so they might come to a trainer and say, hey, I want to get a 6-pack. Okay, well, we got a lot of work to do here. Or let's talk about the muscles and abdominals real quick because I don't want to go into too much detail. Susan Gorman, thanks for joining me. Now it's Mara Fitness Motivation page. Yes, I'll be posting this on that page when I'm done. Again, make sure to say hi. Make sure to share this. I had 34 shares from my Fridays live. I had 143 comments, so make sure you're saying, give me a face, give me an emoji, give me a thumbs up, something to know that you're here, because then that makes sure other people see this, more people have a chance to see this. And this is sort of a little important because everybody wants their abs. Everybody wants that elusive 6-pack. All right, so let's talk about how we get it. First of all, you have your abdominals, okay? Here, this is your abdominal wall. All right, that 6-pack is called rectus abdominis. That 6-pack, it's on the top. It's called the rectus abdominis. Underneath is the transverse abdominis, and then you have your inners and then outer obliques. That's your muscle category for your abs. Okay, you got those 4 areas of your abs. In order, I hate to tell you guys, I already said it, you cannot, listen to me. Because so many times I have clients tell me what exercises to do to get these abs. I have to tell you, you already have the abs. Most people, you already have the abs. And because most things you do through life require you to have abs, to use your abs too. If you want to work them, which I do suggest you work your abs. But abs are a muscle group just like your biceps, just like your shoulders and chest and back and quads. Guess what? You should work your abs just like you work them in sets and reps like I talked about last week. Thank you, Suzanne. Yes, we want to see those abs. Everybody wants the abs. Everybody wants the abs. All right, so yeah, you're going to work abs, and you should work them because there's no spot reducing. You're not going to go home and do 100 crunches for 3 weeks and then have those abs. You're not. Like, I have abs right now. I have abs. You just can't see them right now. I told you can see my shoulders, you can see my biceps. You could probably, if I lost a little body fat, you see my biceps just a little bit more. Okay? The ab trick is, guess what, Suzanne? The ab trick is pushing the plate away. Because abs are made in the kitchen and the gym. All right? In the kitchen and the gym. Okay? So, now listen. When you weight train, like I am a big proponent of weight training. As you see, I'm 51. I look pretty good for my age. You have to, almost all the exercises you do when you weight train, you should be engaging your core. You should be engaging your muscles. If you do a deadlift, you're engaging your muscles. And let me tell you the biggest trick. You know, here's the big trick. Okay? Hey, Mo, nice to see you. Mo does lives too. I've seen some of your lives, Mo, on fitness. You've done awesome, honey. You've done great in your little transformation. You've been sharing the progress. Okay, so let's say I have my abs here. This is a little trick. This is why I tell a lot of people, even my class, they don't get it. When you're doing ab exercises, okay, I can just stand here and do ab exercises. People are like, really? Yeah, really. Because it's all about engaging the muscle. And when you're engaging the muscle, you're going to use it and utilize it. It's like doing, a lot of the big muscles you can't usually do that with, but a lot of the smaller ones you can. Like when you're doing bicep, okay? I'm thinking about my bicep, I'm touching my bicep, I'm thinking about it growing, I'm engaging it. It's the same thing with your abdominals. So I want you, while you're watching this, I want you to do this. Whether you're sitting down, whether you're standing up, I want you to just stand there. And I want you to breathe out and contract your muscles in. Now look, I let it out, breathe it in. When I do that, I'm engaging those muscles. And so you can go and do 1,000 crunches, okay? You could go do 1,000 leg lifts, all right? Whatever, it doesn't matter. If you're not engaging that muscle and having that mind-muscle connection, especially with abs, then you're like mindlessly doing something. You're not getting the effect that you're looking for. And with abs, I also suggest down the road, you would do it like you would do any muscle group. You would add resistance. Maybe do reverse crunches or crunches with weight, okay? Plank works your whole abdominal area. Excellent exercise to do abdominals. But first and foremost, again, you have to lose the body fat. I have abdominals right now. I can feel them. I can feel them underneath that layer of fat. You probably have some abdominals. You should be working them twice a week. The only way you will ever see that elusive six-pack is if you get your body fat down to a certain level. And I'm going to tell you, for most guys, listen, my son, I told you my son last week, I was sharing with you when I was talking about sets and reps and how you want to get started with weight training and how many times you should work body parts and which body parts. That was last week's Wednesday Live. The first thing my son said to me when he first went into this weight training, when I first got him started, right? He was almost 200 pounds. He's 5'10". He was a husky boy. He wanted his abs, right? I said, listen, honey, just like I take my clients, listen, you got to lose body fat. So I'm going to tell you the best thing you can do if you want to have your abs out, okay? If at any time in your life you want to see those abdominals, you have to weight train, okay? That's what I told him. Honey, sorry, you have to weight train. But what exercises, Mom, can I do? Oh, squats, honey. Do some squats, do some heavy squats, do some deadlifts, do some heavy deadlifts, bench with your abs engaged, hold them in, okay? Do pull downs with your abs engaged, which means you're pulling them in, okay? When you're pulling them in, you're engaging them. You're building that abdominal wall. You're making them stronger. For most weight trainers, you should be working your abs regularly just from your weight training sessions, because all your compound movements engage the core. If done correctly, and I hope to God you're doing it correctly, because you're going to get injured if you're not. If this isn't tight, when you go down into a squat, you have a big problem called hurting your back. All right. So this should always be engaged, held in tight. Everything's tight when you go down. When you're doing deadlifts, the same thing. Okay. When you're benching and you're benching heavy, that core needs to be held in. You need to be squeezing it. When you're pressing out, squeezing it the whole time. So you're always working that core. You know, you have a choice every day walking around. Gotta go, but I'll be back. Okay, Suzanne, thank you. Definitely stop by again. I'm here every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Every Friday at 5 o'clock, I share a healthy, easy, delicious recipe, and I make it right in front of you so that you can lose that body fat and eventually see those abs. Next thing I told my son, honey, it's going to take a while. It's not going to happen next week. No, you got a lot of body fat to lose, and it's going to take time. And by the way, that is something I'm so proud of him for. You know, he committed. I wish all my clients did what my son did. He committed to following my plans, that my programs that I made for him. He committed to tracking his calories every day. And he lost 30 pounds. Now he's building muscle. He's increased those calories. He's still tracking it. He's still tracking his workouts and watching his strength. when you want to get abs, you have to address the food. Or you have to address food. Because you are not going to ever see those abdominals unless you have a low body fat. And for most guys, that's going under 10%. Most guys are not going to see, if you see a guy with his abdominals out, he's under 10% body fat. Period. That's it. Okay? That's why you're seeing his abdominals. He probably has other muscles too, which helped him get to that under 10% body fat, because that muscle helps you lose that body fat. Okay? Because it's metabolic. It requires calories. Not only do you burn calories when you actually work out, weight training, but then when that muscle's actually on your body, it requires calories to stay on your body, which is beautiful. It will help you get that six-pack, and that's what I told my son. Start doing the squats, start doing the deadlifts, start doing the heavy dumbbell rows, doing pull downs for your back, do those compound exercises, and putting that muscle on. Because that muscle will help you get that six-pack. Because it is metabolic and it requires calories. So, you have to track calories. All right? I am a big proponent of, for newbies. And remember, these lives I do are for newbies, people just getting into fitness, people who want to lose weight, people who want to get healthy. Okay, you have to, one of the best things you could do for yourself is weight train 3 times a week. Work every body part, at least once a week. You could do it more if you wanted to, that's fine. But you're never going to see the abdominals until you've gotten your body fat low enough to see it. Now, a girl, most women can see their abdominals under 20%. At least a lot of the women I've worked with, personally myself, I don't see my abdominals unless I'm under 15% body fat. And I know that because when I did my figure competition, I got to 12% and I had my abdominals out, okay? And honestly, that's the only way I see in my future where my abdominals are going to be out, because my abs look okay. They don't need to be showing. They just need to be flat, all right? Just need to be flat, that's it. So it's all about the body fat. You can do, and now let's talk about when you're actually doing the exercises. Before we do, I want to show you one of my old client of mine. This is an old client of mine. She was in her late 20s at this time. She's what I would call a skinny fat girl. She didn't eat, right? And she was soft everywhere. She didn't have any muscle. This is what she did after. She got her abdominals out. She got under 20% to do that, okay? And she got very muscular. See that? By the way, she never cardioed. She didn't cardio. I had her weight training, and I had her on a strict program with eating for her calories. But now let's say you're doing an exercise. Do you have to go in and do 1,000 sit-ups to get abs? No. No, you don't. You're going to work it just like you would any other body part. You're going to do 4 sets of whatever. And do you have to do all these crazy exercises? Like earlier today, I posted on my wall how to get these abs, because this stuff drives me nuts too. Albro, if you're still on here, I know it drives you nuts too. Anybody in fitness, it drives nuts unless they're selling it. All right, listen. There's like thousands of exercises you can do, okay, for abs. But the only thing you must do when you're doing abs, I don't care if you just stick to crunches for your upper abs and reverse crunches for your lower abs. All right, if you just did those two and you just engaged your abs, engage that mind-muscle connection. Be in the moment. Pay attention to what you're doing. And imagine it while you're doing it. When you're lifting yourself up, engage in the abs for doing that. Help if you breathe out. When you come up, you should breathe out anyway. And you're feeling that engagement. If you just did that, and then you did reverse crunches for your lower abs, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the story. There's not a magic ab exercise. You just have to engage them. And I'm sorry to disappoint people who are looking for the magic pill. First, you got to address your food, okay, and total calories, because you have to put yourself in a calorie deficit to lose that body fat, of which weight training helps you do that. And in the process, gives you some nice firmness that looks nice. All right, so if you want your abs out, why don't you want shoulders too? Okay, so listen, it's always, always, always about paying attention to your abs. Doesn't matter about doing them every day. You can do them 2 times a week and have great success. You can do the plank, hold it for as long as you can, do it 4 times, 10 times, who cares? It's always about your food and always about creating that calorie deficit so you can lose that body fat so you can actually see those abs. Listen, right in there. I see you guys watching. Say hi, right? Say, give me a thumbs up. Tell me I'm full of crap if you want to, although I'm not. Listen, I got into fitness 20 years ago. I'm going to close on this little story here. I got into fitness 20 years ago. And the person that trained me was, he had just won a competition. All right, he had his abs out. In fact, he had his abs out for the next 10 years. And so now listen, and he said that to me back then. And I've lived it and done it with so many clients over the years, online and offline. Listen, he'd say to me, if you can do more than 20 crunches, you're doing it wrong. That's what he would tell me. Because it's not about how many you do. It's about pulling it up, squeezing it, and letting it go. Pulling it up, squeezing it, letting it go. Pulling it up, squeezing that ab. When I say squeezing, I mean you're engaging that core muscle. That is the secret. That's the secret. If you want a secret, that's the secret. And it should be like trembling by the time this is what he told me. It should be trembling. You should be like, you can't do another when you get to 15. If you can get to 20, you're doing it wrong. That's what he would tell me. He also told me I did squats, make me go in the hole squatting, and I'll help you get up. So, there was definitely a lot of challenge to me when I was first starting into this health and fitness arena. But that's your key. Engage that muscle. If you're a weight trainer, often think about that. You should be thinking about that whenever you go to squat, for sure. That's right. Great point. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for writing in there. It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality. Always about the quality. And that's for every set of every rep of every body part. And most of your small body parts, which abs are, which is why they're not that important to train, okay, because they have the least potential to grow. All right, so they're not going to be this big, massive muscle that's going to burn calories for you. All right, but when you go heavy on weight training, all right, let's see what David said here. At 19 years old, after Army BCT, I was 5'11", 175. Lowest body fat in my life and the best shape of my life. I can't say anymore after that, David. Yeah. Did you go crazy, David, with abs, or how did you get those abs? Lowest body fat is when you're going to see your abs. Period. If you're a skinny girl, like this girl was, she's a skinny girl. She's what I call a skinny fat girl. She didn't weight train. She just dropped weight. And so then, who knows how she did it? Probably not eating enough calories, because that's how most girls do it. Most women, even most older women. Okay, then David, if you couldn't see your abs at that time, you just had to go lower. That's how I am. I'm actually, I don't carry my weight. I don't carry fat in my butt and hips like a lot of women do. I actually carry my weight in my abs. That's genetic. All right, that's genetic. So when if I get my abs out, that's the last thing I get out. Everything else will be out. My butt will be perfect, and my legs will be perfect long before you see my abs, which is unusual for a girl. Most girls are like this. She was just under 20%. I think she was 18%. I think she was 18% body fat. My abs would never look like that, 18. I maintained 18% body fat for many years. When we had our personal training studio, I still didn't have my abs out. So, it depends on where you hold your body weight. Some people hold it in their belly. Some people hold it in their back. All right, some people hold, women, a lot of women hold it in their butt and quads. I don't. My legs always look fantastic before my belly does. And that, you just got to deal with that. So I told you I have to go under 15% myself. So, you might have to go down to like 7, 6, 5% because it's body fat. That fat covers those beautiful abs, so we can't see them. Because most people already have those abs. How strong they are, we don't know, okay? Because there's a lot of people walking around, I told you at the beginning of this live, that have their abdominal wall down by the top of their knees, okay? They probably have bad back problems, all kinds of problems, who knows? Anyway, so I am going to close on that. I hope you guys got something from this. Please comment when you see this. Ask questions if you want after the fact, because I will answer them. But you always want to pay attention to your calories first, and you should be weight training hard. All right, it should be hard weight training. Jessica, I'm glad you joined me. Thanks for writing in there. You guys have a great day. I am going to be making, I'm pretty sure, I'm making them tonight as a tryout. I'm going to be making healthy cupcakes for my Recipe Friday. Friday, 5 o'clock. Be sure to join me. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Remember, write in the comments, share this, share it right now so your friends can see this too, and they'll stop asking endlessly, what's the exercise I have to do for my abs? What's the exercise? No, not much. Thank you, Donnie, for joining us. Bonnie, you're going to have to want to watch this afterwards because I know you're wondering how to get your abs too. You're doing awesome, girl. Keep it up. I'll see you guys Friday, 5 o'clock. Thank you.